just decisions.
Absolutely, it is.
You would have to excuse the centuries worth of records of men committing the most heinous, disastrous, unmitigated crimes
Well, you're right,
possible.
but that's only logical, considering the fact that in order for us to have free will, evil has to exist.
How did we?
So
how
in
did we
order
jump
for
there?
there
Holy fuck
How did
are
we
you
jump
talking
there?
about? How do we get from that? Were we not talking about neurology? Hello? McFly, anybody home? Hello?
Oh, sorry, you're glitching out. There you are. Now I got you. So again, my
Yes.
point was that just because men commit these heinous crimes and stuff like that is logical, again, because choices exist. If there weren't these choices of so-and-so like doing this act, then we don't really truly have free will in the first place. So again, your line of logic and trying to blame men for just committing these heinous acts is really
shut
kind
up.
of
Stop talking. Now you're conflating free will with logic. And I'd say logic doesn't necessarily lend itself to, free will doesn't necessarily lend itself to making logical decisions. It just means that you're free to do so, regardless of whether or not it's logical and regardless of the consequences.
You know what makes something... So, can you define logic real quick?
Are you talking about the laws of logic?
No, I'm talking about what logic is and how we define what logic is.
Yeah, again, so I'm going to ask you...
Based on the laws of logic, or are we going to do that based on what, like an Oxford
reasoning?
The reason why I'm asking these questions is you're trying to say that free will and logic are somehow kind of like intertwined together.
Well, Leo, we're asking for the...
You're doing that, moron. You're doing that. I'm saying that they're not mutually exclusive.
That it is logical, meaning that it is logical for me to reduce and reduct that the reason for me...
Okay, then that's not logic. That's abductive or deductive reasoning.
Okay, so I reducted and used my reasoning, my logic reasoning, that men commit these crimes because free will exists in order for them to choose these things.
But that would be antithetical to them being more logical, right?
What the hell does that have to do with...
So
that was what you just said. Oh my god damn, holy fuck ass.
So can you define...
That's what you started with.
Can you define abductive reasoning and deductive reasoning?
Oh, deductive reasoning would be pretty much you deducting the cause and the primary...
You can't use the word in the definition, beloved.
Yeah, you can pretty much.
No, you can't. So if I say a woman is a woman...
because I pretty much explained it to you.
You didn't explain shit, beloved.
So, again, this is why women shouldn't be president.
You're the one who can't explain your position.
So Leo, are you? So I think the distinction here, right, is you're using logic not in a philosophical sense, right? So that's why we're asking you to define the word logic, right? And when you're referencing, whether or not it's logical for somebody to do things pertaining to free will, which that's why we're asking you to define logic, because you can have free will, but I don't think it's necessarily logical for somebody to murder their whole family, right?
You're right. It's not logical for them to do that, but it is logical to conclude that human beings that have free will could somehow do that. So that
when you say that when you say men are the arbiters of logic and reason, right, and then they make a illogical and unreasonable decision, then that would conclude that they're not always going to be logical and reasonable.
Let me ask you something real quick. Would you say that women use logic and reason?
Sometimes.
They don't use logic and reason.
I would say it depends on the person. Not everybody does.
There are other women that do dumb things too, like men do.
Yes, human beings, ill-dependent of your gender, make dumb decisions, irrational decisions, illogical decisions. So for you to put, put a generalized claim over somebody.
Hey, stop interrupting. Go ahead, AJ.
Well, I'm trying to.
I don't give a shit what you have to say.
I don't care. I'll put a muzzle on you.
Thank you. Go ahead, AJ.
I'm almost done, dude. I'm almost done.
Stop talking. Did you not understand?
I'm almost done, Leo. So you saying it's an illogical decision, right? Sorry, actually, I forgot my point. Go ahead, ask me the question.
No, damn it.
I forgot
My thing is, should we conclude that because some people do stupid decisions, that means that everybody is illogical?
No, but this is the issue.
You're making that conclusion.
You're making fallacious arguments, right? What we're saying is that there's this, neutral position, or at least that there's this gray area. You're making overgeneralizations that everybody is logical and reasonable, and I'm saying no. People can be logical and reasonable, and people cannot be logical and reasonable. Where you're trying to classify as this binary, it's in between. That there's no in between.
Also, I want to ask really quick, because I think Jayden was going to ask it anyway. If you're talking about, like, there should be an amendment to the Constitution that, like, a president is required to have, like, a man or male brain. So does that mean you would be okay with, like, trans women being president?
So I was going to ask. Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Wait, why?
Okay,
that's your criteria.
Logically track.
Yeah, so if you're talking about logical, that contradicts your statement.
Well, not really, because a trans woman does not have a biological man's brain.
Wait, do you know what a trans woman is? Trans women typically are biologically male.
So do you take it to be the case that, like, their brain lines up more with female people?
So I'm saying that a woman trying to become a man, or whichever one that one is.
Other way.
You got it backwards.
So it's somebody who is male transitioning to female.
To be a biological male to be president.
Yeah. Can you answer my question?
Trans women presidents.
I know it's sort of like a fine line between whether or not he wants to validate trans identities. Wait, are you saying that trans brains are more closely aligned to the gender that they prefer?
I would say that trans brains
then if you are saying that, then you would support a trans man as president because their brain is more closely aligned to the male sex. But that's what you just fucking said, Mater.
It's not a mental illness. You couldn't give us the criteria.
No, it isn't what I just said.
Hang on.
Based off of what you just said.
Wait. You said somebody should be president if they have mental illnesses.
For the women, they're a lot better
Hang
at
on,
it than you.
Leo. You said if somebody has a mental illness or mental disability, they shouldn't be a president?
Well, yeah, they shouldn't be president.
Okay.
Would you want somebody with a mental illness to be president?
Okay, so if you're going to say something like, somebody, that has, like, maybe depression, if somebody has depression or anxiety, should they not be allowed to be president?
Is depression and anxiety a mental illness?
Yes.
Yeah, they'd be classified in the DSM-5. Anxiety disorders and depression disorders.
Depression and anxiety is a mental illness?
Say it again?
Is depression and anxiety a mental illness?
Yeah, it's classified as disorders.
Yes.
So, and then there's but beyond depression, we can go if you have depression past 5 years, it's classified as something else. I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but
is it chronic depression?
I guess
no.
People with anxiety shouldn't be running the country. Well, I guess they should also be running the country.
Okay, so where's, like, the line in the sand? Like, do you take, like, things like Alzheimer's or Parkinson's or dementia to be mental illnesses as well?
I would assume so, because they're not mentally coherent with their surroundings.
No. They're cognitive illnesses. They're not mental illnesses.
I think that you should be able to build a rocket ship to be president.
Then nobody.
Oh my fucking God. Could Washington build a rocket ship?
No.
Can Trump build a rocket ship?
Could fucking every president prior to 1960 build a rocket ship?
Yeah. They had the money to do it.
They could. It's not about money. It's about technology.
Well, no. It's about
they can actually do it.
Hey, I could build a rocket ship if I had the money to do it.
No, you fucking couldn't.
Very much.
I think the first person to ever build a rocket ship was neurodivergent. So you sure as heck wouldn't want them to be, president of the United States because you said that you don't want that.
Right. I would go as far as to say most people who create like technological events are neurodivergent.
I think that you should.
I don't think you think
be required to use more than 10% of your brain power to be president.
How much are you using right now?
I'm probably at about 20 to 30%.
And this is the best you can do?
That's being generous.
I mean, I'm not the best, right? Hard.
It's actually a myth that humans aren't using their brain to its fullest capacity. There's nothing that would indicate that there's any excess amount of brain power that we aren't using. Your brain is
Yeah.
constantly running, even when you're asleep.
Yeah,
It's running.
that's
Not at full
actually
capacity, but it's still running. It's still firing off neurons and directing signals where need be.
Also, specifically, if I'm thinking about the right study, they only tested that with certain things. So, like, for example, if you're concentrated on like one thing, right, you might be using like 5 or 10. But if you're concentrated on multiple things, obviously you're going to have to extrapolate what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
to be honest, I think TikTok actually helps us use more of our brain power, especially.
Can you fucking stay on topic?
Okay.
God
Well,
damn, I got
listen,
whiplash.
we gotta reset this conversation here. You're saying that it should be a constitutional amendment to mandate that only a male-born brain, can be elected president. Correct?
Yep, absolutely. And there should
And
be a constitutional amendment that outlaws all opinions other than mine.
gotcha. Well, that's fucking
Oh, you're a
stupid.
troll.
But probably? But what is the legality behind that?
The fact that people have demonstrated to be irrational.
That's not what I fucking asked.
Irrational
I said,
isn't
what
the
is the
word.
legal precedent behind that constitutional amendment?
What is my reasoning behind it?
No, listen.
I'm trying to.
Use your brain and process the words I'm fucking telling
bro.
you. Shut up! What is the legal precedent for such an amendment passing through the Congress and being added to the Constitution?
Yeah, I just told you. Due to the
I'm asking for a legal argument. So we have the Civil Rights Act that would bar that. We have the Equal Rights Amendment that would bar that. Okay, and we're talking about negating one's right to be president based on their goddamn brain or brain size or brain capacity.
You're right.
Where is the legal precedent that would allow this? Otherwise, you're proposing an amendment that wouldn't get brought up for a vote. Can you stop goddamn talking over me? Jesus Christ. Listen,
I'm trying to answer your question.
Excuse me. It's not fucking done. Thank you. How would you go about setting a legal precedent for something that bars you from discriminating based on sex or gender?
Okay, so again, I would go the same route that we did when we first outlawed drinking's, prohibition, and then we had to make another amendment to, again, make drinking legal. So again,
Bob
I would
Quiz, what was that? What was that prohibition amendment?
What was it? Prohibition. I don't know the exact, but I know after we ended prohibition, we had to make another amendment to legalize it.
Yeah, because it didn't fucking work.
Go that route.
Yeah, it's almost as I know. It's almost as though it didn't fucking work.
Basically, I would go the route to negate the effects of the 1964 Federal Civil Rights Act.
So you're going to have to repeal the Civil Rights Act in order to get this passed.
I don't have to repeal the Civil Rights Act at all. I don't have to repeal it. I just have to make it.
You would have to. You absolutely would.
No, I would just have to make an amendment
to the clause that prevents you from discrimination on the basis of sex.
Do you not understand what I'm saying?
I understand at least every third word that actually makes goddamn sense. Your argument doesn't seem to make much fucking sense.
Okay, so let me try to slow this down for you. So the Constitution.
I don't need you to slow anything down. If anything, speed it the fuck up,
because
please.
You're not understanding what I'm saying.
Because it makes no goddamn sense.
Well, yeah, it doesn't make sense to you because you're not smart enough.
And you couldn't tell me which amendment.
You said you could build a rocket.
Let me explain this.
Go ahead.
Okay. It is in the Constitution that drinking is illegal. It is also in the Constitution that drinking is legal. Do you not understand that? So all I would have to do, again, is make an amendment to cancel it out.
Great. And you're confident that that would get passed? With women in the Senate and House, by the way. Hello?
I mean, you got to consider the fact that women are the majority of voters in the country, and we still have
and you need 2/3, right? You know how an amendment gets passed, right?
I know.
Run down the process. Come on now, while we're young. Don't get quiet now.
I didn't hear anything.
Why am I wasting my goddamn time with this loser? Fuck off. Go away. Anyway, we got anybody else in the box?
Okay.
All right. I see you, Auntie. We're having a ladies-only panel today. It's the last day of Women's History Month. I got kind of busy in the last couple of days of it, and I want to make up for that. So we're doing this live, all-lady panel, minus myself. And for this cause, the GoFundMe, which is in the bio, I'm aiming big tonight, all right? And I'll stay live as long as I goddamn have to for us to hit that 100% marker. Now, it's gone up considerably since we've started this live, and that's good, but we can always do more. It's at 60. I don't even want to fucking say that goddamn number. It's at almost 68%. It's at almost 68%. Okay? I think we can get it up to 100. I think that's totally doable. All right? Anyway, let's keep this live going, shall we? Who else do we got in the box? Nobody. All right, well, fuck you. Fuck this whole goddamn live. Fuck all this shit. I'm out of it. No, I'm kidding. But the night is young. Okay, there's still plenty of slides that we can do, so let's go over them, shall we? I think so. We have, why shouldn't I be an intersectional feminist? Why shouldn't a woman be president of the United States? You have no reason to believe women are more emotional than men. Republicans are not protecting women. Explain why being lesbian is wrong without using religion. Hey, gee, you'd be pretty good at this one.
Yeah, but you got to keep with the religion part. Even better with the religion.
I don't want to hear their goddamn fucking Bible bullshit. Okay?
I understand. It's not for everybody.
Once you're practicing by erasure.
Yes.
But really good topics. Jayden for the topics. I really liked the Republican one about not protecting women because they do claim that they want to protect women and kids, and they sure as hell are not doing that.
It's true. That is true. I wanted to talk about something while we've got this panel here. Kristi Noem's husband is in the news for reasons. And it's looking like leaked text messages are coming out from all sorts of Republican members of the administration, past and present. They showed Kash Patel fucking gyrating and shit. Iran was responsible for that one. I don't know who did this one, but he's got on these massive fucking triple K-sized tits. Yes, I use that intentionally, but triple K tits, because he's a Nazi. And spandex and Spanx and a fucking prosthetic ass. And what the fuck is going on with these people? Is it just a matter of the fact that they hate trans people? They hate drag and cross-dressing culture so goddamn much that they have to harbor it deep down inside and then act upon it in private? Because that seems to be the case. What do y'all think?
It's definitely some type of projection. They have this internal shame about something that they enjoy because society has told them that they shouldn't enjoy it due to, let's be honest, misogyny and homophobia and transphobia. So it manifests as like outward hate when it's like very internalized. And so I really think that they think like if I like perform that I hate this so much, then I'll eventually hate it myself.
Possibly suspect
that too, but maybe eventually it's kind of like them trying to like part with it.
Yeah, good point. I think it's very telling that these people will align themselves with causes and initiatives and politicians that are so fervently anti-gay, anti-trans, anti-drag, and then will commit themselves to doing just this. Rudy Giuliani, for instance, Madison Cawthorn, what's-his-face, Santos. List goes on of Republicans being caught doing oddly gay shit behind closed doors while publicly projecting another story. But I wanted to ask you all, I might have to dig up one of my wigs, but y'all want to meet this gentleman?
Yes.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I first read the news,
for a
though.
second, Void.
Okay, yeah.
If you could promote the GoFundMe real quick.
Okay, cool. So, guys, we are doing this live tonight for a fundraiser for librarian Amber, right? Um, I'm not. I don't want to go too deep into what's going on. Just know that she's not in a great place right now, and that's why we're doing this is to kind of help her out. Can I donate directly to Amber through the Cash App in her bio? Amber, if you're still here, can you like let me know, or if you want it strictly to the GoFundMe? But there is a link in Jayden's bio to her GoFundMe if you would like to donate and help her out.
And
She
did say
is,
yes. She did say
yeah.
yes to the Cash App.
So if you guys, Librarian Amber is also here. If you want to donate directly, you can click on her profile, go to the link in her bio, and she will have her pay links there. But Amber has been around for a long time, probably about 4 to 5 years. You may know her as E. Jean Carroll's niece, and she talks a lot about that as well. You want to say anything, AG? I'm running out of things to say.
Oh, if you think that Republicans are protecting women, you should get in that guest request box. If you're not following Jayden, Void, or Glitched, or Librarian Amber, you
Hey
should
there,
do that as
everybody. It's
well.
me, Mr. Gnome.
Holy shit.
Understand that
Did
there's
you
questions about me?
stuff a pillow?
I absolutely did not. Now, I understand
Those are
there's
Wow.
been some complaints
K.
about me in the news lately.
AG, I don't think you can say that.
Excuse me.
I can't?
I understand people have been making fun of my appearance. People have had awful things to say about me. And frankly, I think it's beneath you, okay? Just because my wife may have shot a dog and a goat and people in the back, doesn't mean that we shouldn't be allowed to live our most free lives. Don't you agree?
I think your
Not
wife should be in
really.
prison.
I fuck it. People just fucking hate us for no goddamn reason. All right.
The bouncing is insane. I will say a detail that you forgot to add. If you look at those pictures closely, right, you can see a very prominent nip knot, if you will.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, not areola. No, those are not prominent.
The nipple, the little, yeah.
Those are two different things.
I know. You can still see them. It's weird. I kind of gave it away because you guys saw me going in and out of the goddamn door, but you guys get the gist.
It's fine.
Why live so sensitive? Like, be for real. Who's sensitive about it? I think he
any
should
of us are
absolutely
liberal.
live out his best life. If he wants to wear fucking triple D tits and spandex and shit, who am I to judge? It's your party that fucking hates that shit. Okay?
I hate from inside the club.
Yeah. That's the whole fact about it.
Okay,
Anyway, that's enough of that mental image of me with giant tits. How is everyone tonight? We having fun so far? That's all I got as far as costumes go. But, yeah. See, the numbers are going up steadily. That's great. Demi, I haven't heard from you today. Happy Trans Day of Visibility. What is up? Are you there?
I'm here.
How's it going? You're quiet today.
Just letting everyone else talk.
No, we want to hear from you. How's it going?
Miserable.
Doing all right? Miserable? I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, well. Shit, anything I can do to help you? Maybe cheer you up, perhaps?
Not really. Country's just falling apart, and people are just there are many that are out there and being vocal, but most are just standing by of, oh, it'll go away. I mean, we have they're about to reintroduce ethanol to gas, about 15%, because the EPA decided that's okay, which any car I think it's 2019 and backwards can damage the engine, your lawnmowers, your what the hell are they? I don't use tools. chainsaws.
Ignition? Oh.
Pretty much anything with a motor that wasn't built after like 2022 can cause irreparable damage to it. In the summers, it evaporates faster, so you're going to still only get about a 25-cent savings on gas, and people are going to go, yay, savings, except that it evaporates at a exponential rate compared to our current system, which means that you're not actually saving anything. And once again, it's smoke and mirrors. And I've lost faith in humanity. I have faith about that 5% of humanity hasn't lost their fucking mind at this point.
Yeah, this is a bid to lower gas prices. It just peaked at $4 just today or yesterday or so. And so they're trying to do this ahead of the summer months where people are going to be traveling. And it may show some immediate effects, but overall, whether or not it's good for your car is going to be the question. And certainly whether or not it's good for the environment, which very clearly it's not. I think the long-term damage is already there, is already happening before it's even happened. And yeah, you're right to have concern about that.
I mean, they just
concerning.
Like I don't mean to go on a tirade. So there's the gas thing. It's trans day of visibility. Yet the Supreme Court in an 8-1. By the way, we have 3 Democrats on that court, so that shows you shit.
That surprised me. Yeah.
None of them don't fucking know what freedom of speech is. What is freedom of speech, Jayden? What does it specifically protect you from?
Well, among other things, you tell me, because I'm not actually sure.
So freedom of speech is protection from the government. It's from the government impeding on your right to have an opinion on things. Last I checked, it has nothing to.
I thought that'd be too simple of an answer.
No, that's literally the. I mean, you can deep dive it, but the simplest answer is it's protection from your government. Since when is a therapist trying to talk somebody out of who they are freedom of speech? Oh, wait, that's conversion therapy, which has been proved in pretty much every scientific study and is the leading consensus at something like a 97%, is harmful and increases unalive rates by around 50% in the individuals that are forced to go through it. So let's, just overturn that and be like, yeah, conversion therapy is fine. Therapists should talk them out of being LGBTQIA or whatever the fuck they want, because it won't stop at LGBTQIA. It'll go to something else, because we're the stepping stone, and people are too fucking in their fifis to realize how shitty this is going to get.
I think it's long past time, in case it hasn't already been done already, that major leading medical and psychological health institutions come out and say that there is no medical material benefit towards conversion therapy. And there should be an abundance of studies that back this, but so far as I know, unless there's not a definitive statement on this or a definitive longitudinal study, people are still going to keep on pushing this, and they absolutely should have that.
I have 30 years that definitively show that it's dangerous.
Yeah, I think it's problematic that they won't conclude this definitively, that the APA isn't saying this is harmful, this is malpractice, and shows no medical benefit.
But they have come out and said it. They said it in 2012. They said it in 2018. Sorry, AG.
Not under this administration. That's the problem.
No, I was going to say, I think it's with the rise and push of Christianity. To see that, with the rise of the, I would say with the rise of transphobia comes still probably the rise of conversion therapy with targeting trans people specifically, because it's not just gay people, it's also trying to change trans people. So I'm not actually surprised. I'm surprised it happened in Colorado, but with the rise of transphobia and how bad it is right now, I'm honestly not really surprised, especially because I've been following conversion therapy pretty closely. I live in Texas, so and it's not very fun down here. It's not the worst in comparison to all the super red states, but I would say that conversion therapy's still been pretty bad. It's really just churches pushing for all of these things, so it's hard.
was gonna say something and I lost.
Go ahead. Oh.
No, just to piggyback off of what AG said until you find your thought pattern. Interrupt me if you get it, Void. Piggybacking off what you said, yes, this is why individuals, both allies and trans people in general, have been screaming from the rooftops. It starts with us because they lost the fight against gay, lesbian, and bi individuals back in, we'll say 2015. We'll just use 2015 when they legalized gay marriage across all 50 states. We'll say that was the final tipping point where they lost that fight because they already tried the bathroom thing. They tried not being able to get married. They tried persecuting gay, lesbian, and bi people, and they did it for years and generations and decades. They ended up losing that fight. So they found a new quote, boogeyman, boogie woman, whatever the fuck you want it to be. And now they're reverse engineering that, oh, trans people are X. Let's now see how far down the pipeline we can go. And it's not going to stop with just LGBTQIA. They're going to use this as a stepping stone and push it as far as they can until everyone is a cis, hetero, straight, YT man or woman that is pumping out babies at an exponential rate because all they want is fucking blue collar workers. So the rich can stay richer and the poor can stay poorer.
Yeah, I think the crazy part too is people. Oh, sorry, bud. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say to Jayden's point of you think it's time for like a big like longitudinal study to come out or these people to be like, hey, this is bullshit. I don't think that would even help at this point, especially with this administration, right? Because we have RFK saying shit like Tylenol causes autism, even though is no scientific basis to back this. So it's not even about proof with him. It's just about what they say. It's might makes right, essentially.
Everybody's mentally ill and unstable, and those people need to be removed from society. It's like Nazism in a little jar. I think the crazy part is, and that people forget a lot too, is back, in the 50s, it was illegal for you to exist as a gay person, but it's also illegal for you to exist as a trans person. If you didn't wear gender-assigned clothes, they had pants assigned specifically for women and assigned specifically for men. If you were caught wearing the pants in which were not assigned for women, you would be like charged for that. And so, trans people getting arrested all the time because if you were going, if you were calling yourself, a woman whenever you were, your license showed otherwise or something like that, you were being arrested. So we've already had a taste of this in history. So to go backwards, we already are seeing us go backwards. But like, Glitch said, it's just, finding a new boogeyman, getting kind of, it's going back to old ideologies, it's all just white supremacy talking points and all that shit.
And they're using the gay community almost as leverage, as a way of breaking apart the unity in the trans community. There's organizations like Gays Against Groomers, which typically has to do with anti-trans rhetoric, anti-trans stuff.
LGB without the T.
Right, I was just about to say. These are initiatives designed to fracture the community, designed to create infighting and division so as to further that segregation. But that's not because they like gay people. It's not because they want to include them into their fold. They couldn't give a shit less. But they need power in numbers. And so long as they have gay people on their sides to perpetuate harm against trans people, then once that's all said and done, they'll use any other demographic to perpetuate harms against gay people. And then the same so forth and so on. List goes on.
Yeah, it's going to... sorry, AG.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, someone correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not the biggest history buff. I do my fair amount of research. But correct me if I'm wrong, but if we go back even further, 1930s, 1940s, and everyone should know what I'm talking about when I reference this, when they came after LGBTQIA during that period, among the many of other people they came after, trans people were once again the first target because they were the easiest to target because they're the smallest of the minority. Even among the LGBTQIA, trans people make up the least amount of percentage. Then you move on to the next, then you move on to the next, and it's a continuous cycle. We've seen this before. They're using the same playbook, and people are so uneducated. Like the amount of people I talk to that don't even know what pink triangles are, or people within my own freaking community, and I'm trying to be really calm right now, people within LGBTQIA that are advocating for carrying an ID for being trans, so people know you're, quote, truly trans and not a how the fuck are you in my community and you don't know the common history of how dangerous that is?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, I was actually I attended a forum over the weekend, which was an all trans discussion, and one of the lines of rhetoric that many of them had addressed was who's trans enough and who passes and whether or not that needs to be legislated. And the problem with that is that there is really no practical way of anyone knowing whatsoever. And punishments are going to be elicited towards people who aren't trans, and people who are trans and may meet whatever criteria they're looking for are still to be punished. As such an example that I saw recently was a trans man that was barred from using the women's restroom despite the fact that it was illegal or impermissible for them to be in the men's restroom. They were assigned female at birth, they're a trans man, and still they're being segregated against the bathroom they were told to fucking go into. This idea of being like trans enough or too trans or not trans enough is nonsensical, is dangerous, and creates more problems than it solves.
Jayden, you have your computer in front of you?
Sure do.
Someone help me. I'm hoping I get this right. India, that's where the Hydra are, correct?
I think so.
How do you spell that?
Hydra? H-I,
Yeah,
it's either
H-Y?
H-Y-D, it's either H-Y or H-I-D-R-A.
Okay. Yep.
Just look up third gender in India. I believe it should come up. Look what they just passed and let H-I-J-R-A. That makes way more sense. Yes.
Yeah.
Look what they just passed over there. They just passed to give them IDs that doctors will now decide if you are trans enough. After
Hello?
after they just passed that Hydra will be recognized as a third gender. Now they're still going after other trans people.
I just don't see, you really hit it on the head as far as like the smallest minority, so it's the easiest target, because when it came to gay people, we're a bigger portion of the population. So, being able to go after the smaller target, just puts you into hiding, right? We're seeing a lot of people detransition. I've talked to so many trans women that are detransitioning. I live in Texas, so, it's scary. I've had so many friends move out of the state so that they're not, dealing with the bathroom bill that passed. I think it's a really terrifying thing to kind of like face, and I can't even imagine because I'm cis. But I just like, it blows my mind that people don't see how, the smoke and mirrors really, that it's like if you really dig deep into like all these people, they don't know what transgender means. They don't know any of these things. Most of the lives that we do, Boyd knows this. I know, Jayden, I don't know if you hop on LGBTQ panels. I know you've all heard it, but they never know anything about the topics, even though they hold staunch opinions against trans people. And you also hit it on the head, Jayden, too, talking about trying to separate us because we have people like Nate, right, Ed Nemode on here, who perpetuates some of the nastiest shit I've ever heard and is gay and or is bisexual.
Well, whatever it is, that they're just an awful person. I've got a question for my cis individuals on the panel, specifically those that are women. Sorry, Jayden.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about yourself.
I want your chime in for this though, but I would like to hear the cis women first. Did you see what the Olympics did? We'll go
yes,
slow.
I've seen it.
Okay, did you see they're only going after half of trans people because the only ones that are being tested are the women.
Yeah. And I think
I thought we're
protecting
women.
No.
Right. And they would see trans men as women if they held to like the same views, and they would say, "Oh, they're in danger." But I think that's because genuinely I don't know if it would be like misogyny or homophobia or whatever, toxic masculinity, right? But I feel like the reason that they hone in on trans women specifically is because majority of the trans women reject masculinity.
I've always said this. It's because they hate femininity. Well, they hate femininity. They don't. So I kind of view this the same way that I talk about with the Bible and the way that they reference homosexuality. But the way that I look at it, is that they take trans women to be going against patriarchal expectations for how male people are supposed to behave, and they're embracing, feminine traits. And not always, because you see, but because I've seen some masculine presenting, that look like me, masculine presenting trans women. I think it's fucking badass to kind of be able to express your gender in an androgynous way. I love that as a trans woman, but especially because we have so many stereotypes. Nonetheless, I see it as, they're always going after femininity. And it's funny because some of the bigger talking points, like I was talking about, Nate, likes to talk about feminism, but they're against feminism. So they cherry pick what they care about. We've seen this all throughout time. We take marginalized communities. They need a reason to hate people, and they will act and hide behind these good faith things in order to hide their hate. That's all it is they want to target trans women because they are embracing exactly who they are. Gay men are weak because they're gay. That doesn't make any fucking sense, right? Trans women are weak because they're going against the grain, embracing femininity. So it's all tied to misogyny and a bunch of other things too. But
and yeah, I want to say I feel like it's almost like an ego shot for men as well. Like, how dare you reject something that I so boldly embrace? Like, how dare you want to align yourself with the lesser?
That's true, yeah, and that does sort of speak to. I think it was AG that made the point. It might have been you, Void, but the way that toxic masculinity or masculinity in general, the concept of it still benefits trans men more so than femininity benefits trans women. And because society has this disdain towards femininity or women in general, it's very much a misogynistic society. Trans people still fall into that fray. And where femininity plays a role is that it dictates who is feminine enough, who is woman enough. And within that, not just trans people, but cisgendered women are harmed from this line of rhetoric. Women that have PCOS, women that have a more taller stature or a wider frame or something along those lines.
Like lesbians as well. Specifically, like lesbians who present more masculine. And the thing about that is, even when you dig deeper into it, it disproportionately affects queer Black women.
I was just going to say it's rooted in misogyny and racism, both. Now, the two core fundamentals of the reason I brought this conversation up, even though it has nothing to do with your background, and I apologize for that, is first and foremost the last two times. The last
intersectional feminism.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. The last two times we really saw this is, I believe, the 1996 Olympics, where 8 women were told that they could no longer compete the day before the competition because they got their chromosomes tested and they came back with the SRY gene. Specifically, they came back as XY. They didn't even really test for the SRY gene. And I think it was the 1979 Olympics where 4 women were told that they couldn't compete. So the fact that they keep saying that they're now going to start calling, intersex conditions. They're going to start telling these individuals that were born with ovaries, vaginas, fallopian tubes, etc., have grown up as girls and women throughout their whole life, that they're no longer able to compete, and they're going to try to classify them as male. Because they can't make up their mind what actually dictates a male versus a female. They've changed their mind about 400 times. But the weirdest thing about this, and I'm seeing more and more individuals talk like this, is I don't even know how to take this, so I'm bringing it up so everyone can give me their opinion on it. Trans women are men, and it's gay to sleep with a trans woman. But it's not gay to sleep with a femboy. That's the argument they're trying to make. So is there
I beg your finest pardon?
Also, to that point, Demi, they believe that trans women are just gay men. That tends to be the line of rhetoric that they use against trans people, is that they're just gay men.
They're gay men that can't accept themselves. Right. Yes, I've heard that a lot.
Okay.
Well, that is and
at the same time, they're also a perpetual harm for cis women, despite the fact that they're gay men. I'm not sure that logically tracks. Does it?
Well, gay men can be misogynistic, but
I
like
know, but
not
I'm
as
talking
like
about
a
in terms of
solid
the way that
concept.
they're describing gay
Mm-hmm.
men towards women, towards like abuse. That's not typically found in gay men.
Right?
The
Yeah.
activities that they're
Yeah.
describing, especially in bathroom settings.
So I will say technically yes and no, depending on what factor you go off of it. DL gay men are actually a higher
Yeah.
propensity than individuals that are openly living their life. But I get exactly where you're going. I just want to be entirely factual.
No, I
So the
know.
individuals that keep crashing the Ding Ding app begins with a G.
And their party begins with an R.
By the way, they crashed again, and the CEO of that app actually said they're going to work on improving their servers so that they stop going down during Republican conventions. Like
That's so fucking funny.
literally posted that. That was funny. But no, Void, that is one of the newest arguments. Is I don't see how it's gay to sleep with a femboy, and in the same breath, we'll say it's gay to sleep with a trans woman.
And then in the same breath,
logic is not
and then
logicking.
in the same breath say that you're, oh, sorry, good lord. In the same breath, and then they'll talk about trans men, and that it's, you did that to yourself. Oh my gosh, the nastiest arguments I've heard. But they'll say stuff, like you're not a lesbian if you sleep with a trans man. So it's just, nothing is ever logically consistent. Like I said, they need a good reason in order to hate trans women and trans people. And they scrutinize trans men specifically, and trans men typically pass the most because testosterone is obviously, well, you fall into this either we talk about this all the time because trans men are like left in the back burner, but trans men, there's, you pass because testosterone's a harsher hormone, and then the trans men that don't pass as like quote unquote butch lesbians, and so they have to deal with those aspects of their life, and so those are hard things. And then we have trans women, which it's the rhetoric is just so nasty, it's hard to even repeat. But I don't really understand. I don't understand how they can sit here and act like they care about anything when nothing ever logically tracks, and they don't even hold these morals consistent across the board. That's what you guys kind of talk about all the time. It's like we have Trump in office, everything that's come out about him. I don't really care what you claim to care about, because Democrats have condemned everybody on the left and right, and we're still, we will condemn people who do wrong no matter what. But you guys can't do the same, and then you'll turn around and act like you care about kids. Or you care about, bathroom spaces, woman. It's ridiculous.
A few things here. I want to make sure you guys are aware of the GoFundMe that is in the link tree we have for Amber. This is for her and her 4 children to get to safety. The situation at home is not a pretty one, is not particularly a safe one, and has been physically and psychologically damaging for many years, but we're looking to give her some relief, so please keep that in mind when watching this live, and do support if you're able to. There's also Adam. His GoFundMe is also in the link tree as well, just below Amber's. He has a medical bill coming up tomorrow, so let's look out for him. Donate if you can. Please do. Let's keep supporting him. We've been monitoring the situation as best as we could, and we want to make sure that our people are taken care of. So just remember that their support is in the link tree in my bio. Tonight we're doing a fundraiser for Amber, hoping to raise that goal here. We haven't quite hit 68%, but hey, I'm going to be doing this as long as it goddamn takes in order to see some fucking traction. Now, on that last point that we were talking about, I really want to highlight the fact that AI has been used as one of the largest propaganda tools of the right now. And particularly against trans people. There's a viral video that's been going around. I guess it's like a Marine or something like that, who's guarding a bathroom door against presumably a trans person that's got on a rainbow shirt and has a full beard and is demanding to go into the bathroom. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't, but that's not a real video. That's demonstrably fake. But the thing is, they're relying on people's inability to decipher the two in order to perpetuate hateful beliefs and hateful imagery towards the trans community at large in order to further disparage and discriminate against them. And there needs to be some reining in on that front, among other things. But right now, as it stands, AI being used in the way that it has towards people who cannot fucking decipher is despicable, is disgusting, and needs to be outlawed.
Can I bring up an awful name?
Go ahead.
Yeah, the problem is it's easier for them to go ahead and believe something like that because you have individuals within the community that do nothing but rage bait content.
Yep.
I'll just say LT. This individual thinks it's helping the trans community in some way, shape, or form by perpetuating everything that they're afraid of just to get clicks and views,
Yeah.
which is causing demonstrable harm to our community.
And she knows that. She can feign ignorance as long as she wants, but she's aware that it's created a rhetoric that her persona.
She's admitted it.
Right.
She's admitted it.
Right. Her persona
by
is
the
what
way.
has fueled the caricature that conservatives and TERFs and anti-trans people have cast over the trans community. That they're some kind of monolithic force that's destructive, that's immature, that's trying to force themselves into a conversation, trying to force themselves in one way, shape, or form, in an inappropriate manner. She's perpetuating that. And that is cast a considerable idea onto the trans community.
And we don't have a word, like really a word for it in other communities. Like there are individuals within the furry community that perpetuate everything that they fear about the furry fandom. Or in the trans community, we have individuals that perpetuate all those stereotypes. Jayden, correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe I'm using the wrong term. That's an Uncle Ruckus among the Black community, correct?
Uncle Tom, yeah, but no,
Uncle
I
Tom,
understand
sorry.
what you mean. Yeah, Uncle Ruckus works too. 'cause he
Sorry,
is
I've
an
watched
Uncle Tom.
I've watched Boondocks, and I got told that's the correct
good.
term. So please
Well,
correct me when I'm wrong.
But historically,
They're the
it's
same
an
thing.
Uncle Tom.
Okay.
Yeah, Uncle
Okay.
Ruckus is an Uncle Tom, and what it is a self-hating member of a community, typically a minority community, that whose disposition is that which is for the purpose of negating the rights and goals of said community.
Oh, then I guess that wouldn't be the equivalent. I was more going with someone that's a narcissist that doesn't care that they're going to perpetuate. Okay.
No,
I just want to make sure that I'm not.
They perpetuate the harm by being self-hating.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Uncle Ruckus is the modern version. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. It's a 21st century version of an Uncle Tom, but same concept. I guess we can have this discussion since we actually have members of the community here. The Tino exchange from, I guess, a few weeks ago was interesting. And
you're going to catch both angles on this one if you do this topic, Jayden.
I don't give a shit. I haven't been fucking live in goddamn, 10 days now? Let me have
I was going to say your views are at like half of
I really want to talk about this.
No. I've been fucking busy, but what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. What was very... what's the word I want to use here? Bizarre to me was shortly after, I think the day after, a friend of mine who is trans was posting in Los Angeles that they were out to dinner with Lily Tino. And it was like, how the fuck are you okay with that? How are you willing to legitimize her and what she stands for by dining out with her and what she's done and what she's said mere hours before that? And jarring is the word I want to use. It's very jarring to see that on my feed of someone that I know who's comfortable with that.
So in regards to the live that happened specifically, if that's okay to talk about.
Sure.
Right? Okay. I don't necessarily disagree with the message. However, I disagree with the messenger, right? I don't think it's on a cis man. I don't think you have that right to police trans women, right? Now, if it would have been like a trans creator who talked about it, cool, fine. that's y'all's business. But I just didn't like the mouth that it was coming from.
Yeah, I think that's been one of the central critiques about that exchange.
So I disagree 10% with that statement. I'm not entirely against a cis creator going ahead and calling out and having that conversation. But if you're going to do that as somebody that's not part of the community, you also need to open your panel up to other trans individuals, at least known trans creators. Like there were a dozen in there that are well known in the trans community and on TikTok that individual knows that could have easily been brought up to put their 2 cents into the conversation. Yes, they condemn the actions of Lily Tino, but that's a cis man condemning the actions of Lily Tino. I'm good on you for condemning those actions. I agree with you. But your voice is second to the ones that need to be heard. Not that Tino's going to give a fuck, because they've been called out by multiple trans creators that what you're doing is extremely harmful. They don't give a fuck. But the panel needed to be opened. And I know they mostly do one-on-ones, but that was not the time for a one-on-one.
My opinions on that. But that's not the topic of discussion.
Yeah, I don't want to talk too much about that because, it is in the past and there's only so much that can be really added to the conversation that hasn't already been said. But
it's been beaten down. Yeah.
Right. I just wish that there was a more readily available opportunity for members of the community to actually talk and have this dialogue and express their legitimate fears that that Tino has created for them, the scapegoating that's been created, the caricature that's been created that she relishes in for whatever reason. I get that it's probably go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in. Lily Tino, among a few other creators that I can think of off the top of my head over my course of being on TikTok, are specific reasons why the trans communities is divided on whether you need to, we'll use the bathroom term, pass to piss. Because of individuals like that causing such a disruption and harm to the community, is basically they call them that's where this pretenders and fakers and all of this is coming from. Instead of just letting people live their lives, you have individuals like that are trying to make themselves center spotlight, so that, and not even in a good way. Like what is I can't remember her for Schaefer. Help. Hunter Schaefer. Hunter Schaefer's in the spotlight, but what are you going to do about it? She was in a casting call to play Zelda for the Legend of Zelda movie.
I'm so mad she didn't get it.
Oh, I'm mad too, because she literally looked like Zelda.
Exactly.
Yeah, but there are plenty of trans individuals that are in the spotlight, and what I don't speak for the whole community, would perceive as a positive light on trans people. They're living their life, they're making a living, they're just going about their everyday. And then you have other individuals that are just trying to rage bait the entire fucking internet so they can make a paycheck.
And the thing that disheartens me the most about it, right, is she is very aware of what she's doing. You know that this is harming other people. Like, it would be different if, like, she only knew that the harm was coming onto her, right? Like, if you want to harm yourself, sure. And, like, the public view of you, whatever. But the fact that this is putting her community in danger, and she's just okay with it, is fucking wild.
Yeah, it's not. Well, it is what she's doing, but it's more specifically how she's doing it. She's doing it in a rage bait tactic on purpose. Like for example, talking about bottom surgery. I know dozens of creators, including myself, that when somebody asks a general question about it, Sure, we talk about it. You know where we are? We're in our house. We're in our house or our home or our streaming studio having a one-on-one conversation with somebody, not making a video in the center of fucking Disney World talking about it using food.
Yeah.
And that puts enormous pressures on the facilities too, on whether or not they need to respond, on whether or not they can actually have trans people at that point, whether or not they're going to serve them, whether or not there's going to be a conversation on how to address them.
Oh, not for nothing. I would have kicked her ass the fuck out as soon as I saw the video. I would revoke her membership.
I totally know, but thing is, she has enough of a presence to create controversy if she wants to, and it's unnecessary. These people don't fucking mean to do this shit. They don't mean to say the wrong thing or misspeak, and she plays upon this as though it's the end of her life. In fact, she literally said it's like being stabbed. That puts a greater fucking responsibility and target on these minimum wage waiters and shit that don't have any fucking else. They don't have these legal means to protect themselves. They don't have any other line of work that they can easily fall upon. And this is putting an enormous target on these people that absolutely don't deserve this shit.
I kind of have a hot take when it comes to that.
Yeah.
So, okay, obviously, Lily displays as feminine, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, when in these interactions, like when she's literally meeting a random stranger, and especially in the queer community, we've established that like just because you present a certain way, that doesn't automatically mean your gender is like aligned towards that. Like misgendering solely based on appearances is going to happen because we've created this idea that like outward presentation isn't like your gender, which is completely valid. But to react that way simply when it's a mistake is wild.
Like, I've said that for ages. Is there's a difference between getting frustrated or upset over continual, like purposeful, and an accidental mistake.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of what I see are foreigners who she's working with, who she's having to create controversy with. People who are, by all means, well-meaning, may not necessarily know the terms, may not necessarily know the concepts per se, but they're not going out of their way to be assholes. They're doing the best with the formalities that they've been trained with. Right, and may have said the wrong word, and they're always usually very fucking quick to apologize. I say, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I wasn't aware. I'm sorry about that. And still, it just keeps perpetuating it and guilt trips the fuck out of them.
And that's another thing, right? These right-wing people want to talk about, if you accidentally misgender somebody, it's the end of the fucking world, right? And from, I would say, 99% of people, it's not. However, because she has this, such a huge platform, and people on the right are literally essentially making her out to be, not the mascot. What is the word?
Spokesperson, yeah.
Spokesperson.
The monolith of the society.
Yeah.
Or the community.
She's confirming their bias, and she's, again, aware of it, and she just doesn't fucking care.
Yeah. Anyway, fuck that. Fuck all that noise. I guess we live in the same state if somebody I know is out fucking having wine with her, so that'll be an interesting interaction if I ever meet her. But, yeah. Anyway, completely off topic, but I had a really interesting exchange at the, what do they call it? The spa. Okay, and it kind of got me thinking of a potential new business opportunity. Now, long story short, I take great care of my feet, okay? And I've been telling him that. I always say, no, you don't need to do mine, just do my girlfriend's. I take great care. Well, they still ran another bath next to my girlfriend's, and I told them I'm only paying for one. But they said, nah, treat yourself. And so I did. Took the dogs out, and you know what they said? Why, sir, you have great feet. I fucking know. Now, I sat there
like I just told you.
No, that's what the specialist said. They said, wow, you have nice feet. And I'm like, that's why I'm not fucking paying for your shit. Now, I ended up getting one about half an hour. My feet look exactly the same as when I sat down. No noticeable differences. And I had to pay $103 for the combined service of me and my girlfriend. And I think that's a fucking ripoff. I think they owe me money. I think
They
they should
do.
pay me for my nice feet. Can I get your
Oh,
opinions on that, ladies?
I think that they coaxed you into doing that. To paying
They
for two.
absolutely
I would have
fucking
made it.
did. It's not
I
a
would have made it
language
abundantly
barrier or
clear.
anything. I fucking told them I'm only paying for one. It's just my girlfriend. She's getting her toes done. I like to take her
And then they
out.
said, treat
I didn't need that
yourself.
shit. They were like, okay, here you go. And you, sir, you sit right here. And I'm like, this chair has water in it. I can't. I'm not supposed to. And they said, no, come on, treat yourself. You want to be with your lady, right? You got to get it together. Get a couples one. And I'm like, fine, fucking fine.
I mean, as much as I agree with you, Jayden, I am going to put half the blame on you because you allowed them to talk you into it. It's no different from me walking through the markets when I was in Korea and Japan and them talking me into buying a trinket that I know I didn't need.
But why the fuck was it
At the end, you sat down.
Why was it the same amount as my girlfriend with the paint and the fucking gel coat when all I did was had my fucking feet lightly scrubbed and then dipped into a goddamn tank of water? That's bullshit. They should give me
Because
my fucking
it's
money back because I told them
because
I didn't want to. I only wanted one.
because when it comes to pedicures, typically unless you're going super fancy with like a gel coating and it's not something simple, it's all factored into the price already.
Mm-hmm.
The majority of the majority, if not all of the price, is just into them giving you the water, scrubbing your feet, cleaning up your nails, and extra if you end up paying for the salts.
I didn't do any of that shit. I didn't do any of that
Well,
stuff.
like,
My feet look
you
exactly
said
the fucking same, okay? And I'm
you
having to
said that your
pay.
girlfriend got like
Yes. She
polish,
got the
gel
gel
polish.
pedicure thing,
Yeah,
yes.
that shit is
Okay.
more expensive.
But that was
So I don't
45.
understand why it would be.
That
And
was
yours was
45 plus
45?
tax. I don't know how much my fucking feet cost if they barely did shit and I'm having to fucking pay for all this stuff. I think
So
it's bullshit. I think they owe me.
Typically, a base price is between $30 and $45, and that includes a set of paint. If you do gels, then it usually jumps up between $60 and $80, depending on where you go.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you
That's not
get
what they fucking said.
then if you get their gold salts versus their green salts, and I'm just using specific colors because every place has their own version of it, those can raise the price also because they have different vitamins within them.
I don't know. Just something about the whole ordeal makes me feel like I got scammed. I got ripped off. I'm never fucking
Well, you
going
did
back.
because
I'm
you
never
let
getting
them
my
sit
feet
you
done.
down. You should have said no.
I thought it was complimentary, okay?
No,
They
never
never told
complimentary in
Baby,
a
this
nail
is
salon.
capitalism. This is
They never
No,
capitalism.
told
Why the
me.
honey.
fuck
I
would you
told
think
them
that?
I'm only paying for one, and they say, "Yeah, we can squeeze you in." I didn't know it'd be fucking twice the fucking cost of the one. I think that's a ripoff.
The moment your feet touch that, or I should say, the moment they touch your feet, you paying.
I'm gonna wear
No,
goddamn
literally.
3 layers of boots next time I go in.
3 layers of boots is crazy.
Absolute bullshit. Yes, this is bullshit. They shouldn't have fucking had a goddamn finger on my foot. I'm pissed off. But within that, creates a business opportunity. They told me I have nice feet. Okay, that's coming from the spa people. I got bills to pay. Hell, I've got this fundraiser to do.
Do it.
If we get a $500 donation, you will get my dogs. Okay, how's that sound? Maybe too
500 for
high. All
feet is
right,
crazy. That is too high.
$100. How's that?
I was going to say,
$100?
I need to see your professional certification to be charging 500, honey.
Right.
Well, we'll lower it down to 100. Okay. $100 in the GoFundMe in the bio. You get exactly what you're paying for. And additionally, okay, if we get 150 donations tonight, a single $150 donation or a cumulative, I'm going to shave my face on live.
No.
Yes. I'm going to shave my face.
What about your hair?
I have not shaved. I can't commit to that because I have headshots and stuff, appearances. I got to keep my locks. But I've not shaved my face since maybe my birthday. maybe January or so. It's time to go. So y'all pay up, donate to Amber's GoFundMe. Let's see what we can do. All right. How's this? Get it up to 70%. Okay. That's 2% away. And I will shave my face.
So the question is, for that 100, and you put in your, as you put it, dogs.
My dogs,
how many angles
yes.
is the viewer going to get?
How many pictures?
Tell you what. You get $10. Excuse me, 10 pictures. 10 pictures of the dogs, okay?
Okay.
Sound like a reasonable deal?
Yeah, that's
That's beyond. I was going to say that's beyond reasonable.
Well, we're here to help tonight. This money doesn't go to me, all right?
The average foot pick for clean, pretty, well manicured feet is about $25 per photo.
Can confirm.
Well, I'm feeling generous tonight, folks. So you get my baby face and you get my baby feet. Sound like a pretty good package deal.
I don't think you should call them baby feet, beloved.
Well, God, baby soft feet. How's that sound?
There you go.
Yes, okay. So we want to be weird. Let's get it up to 70%. I'm going to shave my face. If we hit 80%.
Are they endorsed? Do you have references?
Yes, I have references.
Do you have previews?
The fucking spa people. The spa people. Okay.
Do you have previews though?
I have.
Also a common question, Pete.
Yes, I have one. You guys trying to see? Because a $50 donation gets you the preview. The $50 donation gets you a preview. Okay. How's that sound? Sound pretty good? Sound pretty nice? Huh? I think so. I think that's within reason. Well, those are my conditions. I've got them set. What is this page? MAGA Movies. MAGA sure does love prosthetic tits, don't they? This sure is interesting.
Iron Gnomes is the first MAGA to have tittled biggies. This isn't new, okay? All the Trumpies have always had big knockers. I mean, Kash Patel, J.D. Vance, Elon Musk. I mean, we have Trump Jr. over here, and we know where he genetically gets it, because hello?
I don't know if I want to play all that, but it's true. Donald Trump does have tits, and so does Elon Musk. I mean, when you put it that way, I can't argue against that. They are.
I mean, to be fair, Elon Musk looks like a failed attempt in Blender, but we won't get into that.
Yes.
No, he looks like Mach 1 of a Cybertruck.
A failed attempt in Blender.
Yes. Last Wednesday, I was out in Los Angeles, and I passed a car lot, and there was a shit ton of Cybertrucks. There was way more Cybertrucks than I've ever seen on the fucking street. They're in a parking lot. All lined up. They're all rusty, all fucking gross as shit. And I realized it was an all Tesla used car lot. And it was so strange to me because, like, in my mind and throughout society, really, we've all seen or have depicted Teslas as being like the cars of the future, as being like the next generation of cars. And to see it in like a post-apocalyptic style junkyard like this was so weird for me to process. Something that was like talked up as being the next generation of American vehicles just rusting away like that. It's very odd. Very odd sensation for me. But anyway, just a thought that I had.
Sorry, Paige made me laugh. Blender, like from Futurama? No, that's Bender.
Oh, that's funny. Didn't I have one Volkswagen?
Speaking of that show made fun of trans people too.
Yeah, the whole episode where Bender becomes trans to participate in the Olympics.
To win in sports, yep.
Yeah, so a lot of transphobia in old early 2000s media.
Well, I mean, everything from about 1960 all the way up to now, yeah, 90% of it, if not more, is trans people are the butt of the joke. But then again, so are gay, lesbian, bi. I mean, most BIPOC communities have been the butt of a joke in media. So
Also, another community that never gets talked about is also always the butt of a joke if they're featured in this movie are fat people.
True. That is true.
Fucking despise it.
Yes. Real
I
quick,
mean,
before I just want to make sure because the numbers just jumped up considerably, and I don't know if people are coming in, if we got a raid or anything, but welcome to the stream. This is more of a relaxed sort of live today, fundraiser live, but it's for librarian Amber. She's a mother of 4. She's an advocate for women and children's safety, particularly as it relates to domestic violence and abuse. She is E. Jean Carroll's niece. And a librarian, hence the name. You know, in case you thought this was Fry Cook Amber, you're fucking mistaken. This is Librarian Amber. And so we're raising money for her and her children to get to a safe place, you see. Things in the home are not pretty and have created years of psychological, physical harm and danger. And so we want to look out for her. She's done so much, particularly for women on this app. And with this being the last day of Women's History Month, I think it's only fair and necessary and fitting that we highlight that and support her and recognize her contributions and make sure that we are looking out for her in the way that she has looked out for so many, including myself. So please do donate in the link in my bio, the GoFundMe link. It's the first one. Whatever you're able to give, we have some things that I am going to leverage for your donation, okay? If we hit 70%, which it seems as though we're in striking distance, I'm going to shave my face on live, okay? If we hit 80%, feet pics, okay? Listen, I gotta offer something. So that's the deal. We're at 69 nice percent right now. We just hit 69. In just a moment here, it looks like we're about to hit 70%. And also, additionally, in the for your donations, you can also send your donations to her Cash App directly, which is Librarian Survivor, capital L and capital S for Survivor, $ Librarian Survivor. That is where you can send it directly. The GoFundMe goes to her directly as well. Please keep your support going. Tap that screen. Let's get us on the FYP. Let's get people notified that we're doing this for our dear friend Amber, okay? All right. Void, take it.
What do you want me to do?
The thing you were about to talk about.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's just, especially because whenever I was younger, I wasn't a bigger person, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've kind of lived both lives. I've always been curvier, but like specifically like the midsection, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the way that I've been treated in both bodies is very different. And the way that like self-consciousness because of it has manifested, right? It's just really annoying. Like nobody wants to talk about fat phobia.
Right. And like it's so bizarre to me. I don't know if there's any other word that I can find at the moment, but like society has stigmatized people who are too thin, people who are too large or not large enough or slim thick or whatever. And there's no real consistent way for people to look and be happy in this goddamn world. Unfortunately,
no, it changes every.
They have a notion. Yes,
it changes every freaking 5 years.
Skinny. Yes, and then it was, well, we love thick, we love big fat asses, stuff like that, and then like people start losing weight, people go on Ozempic, and now they're saying you're not supposed to lose weight that way, and it's like, what the fuck do you goddamn want?
So in regards to like big fat asses, right?
Yes.
You're only acceptable in a bigger body if you're a certain like proportion, right? If you have the desired features, which are typically like curvier, right, and a smaller midsection or waist, like being fat in a way that's not conventionally attractive has never been accepted.
But
like
but
ever.
90s that wasn't even accepted. Like if you had a bigger ass in the mid 90s to early
Uh-huh.
2000s, they
They call you fat.
that was yeah,
Yeah. Like,
you were
oh my
picked
God.
on. And then all of a sudden like 2000 and I want to say 4 hit, and was
That's because
that when
Kim
the song?
Kardashian got a BBL.
No, it wasn't Kim Kardashian originally. It was what's his name? His song all of a
Sir
sudden
Mix-a-Lot.
I like
Sir
big
Mix-a-Lot.
butts. That one.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. As soon as like 6 months after that song, all of a sudden it was big butts were the thing.
Well,
But
see, I have suspicions, right? That when we talk about like the 90s, right? And wanting the like super skinny thing, right? The reason is because of Eurocentric beauty standards, right? Jayden, you can confirm or deny that like the black community have always liked their women a little bit more curvier than compared to like the 90s skinny white girl.
Yeah, generally.
Right. So that phobia essentially just comes from Eurocentric beauty standards. But like I remember
I
even
mean,
watching like, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say in my opinion, and maybe it's the same thing you're talking about because I don't know how far Eurocentric Eurocentric beauty standards would equate to, but if you look through the course of human history, it has always been seen to be thinner, but with quote unquote wide hips when it comes to women. And when it comes to men, it's to be thinner with a broad chest. And you can see this through the styling of clothing. Is they added shoulder pads so that individuals could look bigger in the shoulders. We had
Boxier, yeah.
corsets which broke off, which broke ribs, mutilated organ or crushed organs, but it gave you that quote hourglass figure. Now that may still be classified as Eurocentric because it continued into that, but I think it predates that. And that's the only reason I bring it up.
Steph says, not really. Plenty of fine art paintings of women with big bellies. Beauty standards evolve. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree
So
with that.
again, that's why I specifically said Eurocentric, right? Because I can agree with you that like a while back that like bigger bodies were accepted. I'm talking about modern era that they're not
Yeah.
accepted.
Well, like, I mean, I don't disagree that there was art showing that, but like, even if we go to Greece, show me a statue of a woman that is larger. Besides like statues
Real.
of fertility goddesses, like specifically the gods, humans were always depicted as slim, thin waisted.
And again, it's always, like I said, it's that attractive. It's a bigger bust and a bigger hip and a slightly smaller waist. It's never like the waist has like is wider than the hips or the shoulders.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly, I don't even know if I would classify beauty standards as evolving more so than I'd say that they're just arbitrary. That at
I would
some
say they're
point,
recycling. I don't know about evolving.
yeah, right, exactly. I'd say that they, different trends seem to pop up sporadically and then revert. Something that was once considered attractive is now condemnable, and vice versa. There really is no consistent pattern on what the standard is at this moment, or what it's going to be, or what it was. Just that it's inconsistent, and that nothing is ever gonna fucking work for people.
I
Well,
think a lot.
I need.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say I need to be somewhat happy about that since trend and not on body shaming, but clothing styles. I never really grew out of my 20s. I like my what is now classified as Y2K clothing. I like clothes that I'll wear clothes that cling to me, but I like baggier like jeans. I like my crop tops. That's like my style, and it went away, and now it's like recycling back in, and I can find the clothing everywhere. I'm like, good.
Yep, pretty damn
I think
good.
a lot of what influences it though is like the celebrities as well. Like if majority of celebrities were fat, I think it would be accepted because like, oh, I do think we, what is it, idolize celebrities a lot. We kind of put them on like this almost above human pedestal. So whatever they are, we should be, because we should strive to be that successful and things like that.
Sorry, I'm reading this stupid ass thing I just saw. What am I hearing?
My husband in the background, that's why I
Oh.
muted.
Okay, I thought I was like picking up somebody else's feed. Off topic, but I've never heard of this little asshole. His name is Kai Schwimmer, newly appointed political director of right-wing youth group College Republicans of America, has a history of making misogynistic, homophobic, and racist comments on his personal live streams, including a new report from The Guardian. It looks like he was on Jubilee, which is why I, at this point, am not going to go on there. But in one rant from 2023, Schwimmer claimed that gay men have been weaponizing it in the gym to give you HIV. Additionally, he stated he was in favor of repealing same-sex marriage protections. I think if you are so far in the closet that you have to create these goddamn theories as to why you shouldn't be gay, just be gay. He looks kind of gay. Let's be real.
Wait, what's his name?
Kai Schwimmer, Kaishwemmer. This has got to be one of the most outlandish goddamn thing I've ever fucking heard.
That's a little fruity. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Just come out. Just, Kai, you're gay, all right? I don't know for a fact. I just know it's true. You're a gay man. And your insistence of these weird-ass theories as to where gay people come from, what makes you gay, how HIV is spread, it's just too goddamn much. It's too much projecting. You're gay. Accept that. I accept that. I think, frankly, it's time to come to terms with that, all right? You could take a look at him and very clearly something going on there, but because at this point, can we just fucking stop beating around the bush with these people? If there was some kind of way of determining, I don't know, maybe some kind of a blood test or some shit or something that hooks up to your fingers, like a lie detector test that determines whether or not you're gay or not. Hook every goddamn Republican up to them, please. Just hook them up to the gay test, whatever the fuck that looks like.
Detected.
Make him take it. You see this little fuckhead too, don't you? Kai.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My case is fucking pretty clear cut here. First picture that comes up is him wearing a fucking cheetah print tie. That's gay. You're gay. Okay?
Is that cheetah print? Is that the yellow one?
Yes. I don't know what that is, but
this
is a gay man. This man is gay. Just accept it. I'm just going to start fucking saying it, all right? These people are gay. I don't say that as an insult, but as a fact.
There's a
accept yourself.
There's a specific reason when we talk about the percentage of gays or lesbians or et cetera on the planet, and the number comes out at roughly 5 to 7%. I say to double that, because for every one of them that you've counted that admitted to it and are happy living out as who they are, there's another one that's on the DL.
Yep. And this guy, I'm just getting very gay vibes. I'm just putting it out there.
Baking soda Yoda, why don't you come up here? You're mouthy.
Please stop saying what? That he's gay? Like I said, I'm not saying
does
that
the word
as an
gay
insult,
scare you? Ooh.
But an observation. More often than not, these people who are fervently anti-gay and fixated on it to the point of these conspiracy theories must therein be gay themselves.
Call him a faggot.
I'm sorry, I can't fucking hear you. Go away. Not gonna get me taken down today, little jackass. AG, you still there?
Can I use mod privileges now?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Do whatever the fuck you want. All three of you are mods, by the way. I don't mean
AG
to
said she stepped away from the phone for a minute.
Oh, okay, no problem. Yeah, I make the ladies take out the trash, but you know.
Well, that's fine. You can get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich.
What kind?
Oh, that's complicated. If I
want
admit
something with balsamic glaze on it. I've never had it.
If I admit the type of sandwich that if I admit my guilty pleasure of a sandwich on live, people might stop talking to me.
If you say a ketchup sandwich, I'm
Oh
blocking you.
God, no! What
Is it
is
like a
wrong with
peanut
you?
butter and pickle kind of bullshit?
No, so no, I have an obsession with anything crunchy. So I typically make my sandwich with 2 pieces of pepper jack, a piece of Colby cheese, 4 pieces of either honey glazed ham or turkey, and then it has to have something crunchy on it, whether that be hot fries, Doritos.
That's normal.
Yeah,
I got
what the fuck?
told that's gross and I got told that's
Oh
gross and
no! She
Weird.
puts
weird.
You a fucking
Doritos in
rich
her
white suburban
sandwich.
kid?
She puts chips in her sandwich. Jesus Christ!
That's like a classic.
You have no idea
classic.
how long I was yelled at. Chips go on the side; they do not go on your sandwich.
No, they go in. Chips go in the
I know.
sandwich, Demi. In.
They go wherever the fuck I put them.
Yes.
I knew I liked you all for a reason.
We have our reasons. Yes.
See, I thought you was gonna say something fucking crazy like ketchup and bananas. No,
yeah,
you just
my cousin did that, by the way.
Immediate prison time.
My cousin put ketchup on cornflakes and on bananas.
Did you punch them in the face?
Yeah.
No, because he used to chase me
should've.
around. He used to chase me around with snakes that he would catch in the yard and scare the hell out of me.
Oh, needs help.
Yeah, that's pretty awful.
Oh God.
My sister used to make these fucking awful smoothies, if you even want to call them that. Which basically it wasn't frozen. There wasn't even ice in it, but it was milk mixed with orange Tampico, which is kind of like orange juice, but more like orange drink. And she would put a straw into it and blow air into it so that it like foamed up. You know, when you blow into milk, it makes that foam.
Yeah,
shit.
Right.
And she would give that to me and call it a smoothie. No fucking part of that was a smoothie.
I just want to say, Tampico is the poor man's Sunny D.
Yes, that's a good way of putting it. I hated that shit. In fact, that gave me some of the goddamn worst fucking ass spills I've ever had.
All right, so I get to ask you a question.
Yes.
I got to ask Jayden a question, and I need this to come out like not as an asshole. So hopefully it does. Jayden, a cultural food to you that I wouldn't know that you think is amazing, or most likely wouldn't know, something from like your childhood or something that comes from like your culture.
Oh, I'm sure you've had gumbo, but couscous.
Oh, of course, I love gumbo.
You ever had couscous?
No, I've heard of it though.
Yeah, I haven't had couscous in years, but I've had that before, and we would serve it with it depended on the kind of meat, but sheep was good with that. Chicken was good with that, especially if it created like a broth. I definitely recommend couscous if you ever get around to trying it.
I guarantee I won't eat it with sheep, but I would try it with something else.
I'd try it with sheep. I want to try lamb.
Beef. Yeah, try it with lamb. That's what I meant, lamb.
Well, I don't do meat in general, so when you talk about
vegan?
Vegan by choice, because my jaw's damaged from my Ehlers-Danlos and falling in the military.
Right.
So I can't. Anything that's chewy, I have a very hard time with, so I won't eat steak. Chicken has to be basically pureed. So I just kind of took meat out of my diet due to the fact that I was hurting my jaw more by chewing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if you can have it shredded with a broth, like Beyond Meat or something, like Beyond Chicken, if you can shred that and combine that with couscous with like a broth, I'd highly recommend that.
Okay, I'll see if there's anywhere around that makes it. I would love to.
Would they have it at gumbo, by the way?
I do have to ask, would they have it at a soul food restaurant?
Not usually, no.
Damn, I was going to say I have one of those. I have those 20 minutes from where I live. I was hoping it would be there.
Yeah, sorry about that, but you fucked. It's definitely something I'd recommend you try. It goes good with beans, by the way. You want to mix
beans are so good.
Yeah,
not white or red. Excuse me,
no,
black or red bean, brown beans. Okay.
Yeah, red beans. Yeah.
A lot of times
goes good with that.
I try to fill out and give out.
I just like beans, bro.
Hi, Demi's husband.
He's having a full conversation with somebody else, probably on another TikTok live.
Oh,
That's so
I
funny.
thought it was like gaming or something. Let's see. Where are we at with the
No,
GoFundMe? Have we hit the 70% yet?
I hope so.
You guys really want to see me babyface, don't you?
You
Hot.
offered.
Nope, we didn't. Sorry, but we're not at 70%. I guess I'm just going to have to keep this scruffy ass beard. Oh, dear.
I don't remember what you look like
no.
without a beard.
I know. I guess it's just a thing of the past. We're shy of our goal, and unfortunately that means no baby face Jay, no baby soft feet Jay. You guys get fucking nothing. Sorry. That's your cue to start donating, folks. But anyway, yes.
Alrighty, everyone. What I'm gonna need you to do is go ahead and go link the app. Go click the link in Jayden's bio, and even if it's only $1, it's for a really good cause. Librarian Amber has done much for many communities out here and provided a plethora of information and is in a tough spot right now. So if even you can only donate $1 to the GoFundMe link, I believe in your bio, correct?
That is right, in the link tree in the bio.
That would be more than appreciated. I know economic times are hard right now, but a single dollar, even if it's $1 from everyone, is $1 more towards the goal.
That's right. Let's try this one. I kind of forgot I did this one. Yeah. Let's keep on donating. The minimum donation is $5. Let's see, there's 100 people watching now. If even just 100 people can give the minimum of $5, that's $500 right there. Okay.
Also, I do want to add, if you go to Librarian Amber's TikTok profile, like her actual profile, you can donate directly to her Cash App. Just in case, like maybe if you can't afford $5, but you can maybe afford 1, 2, or 3, or 4, right? That is also a good way.
That's right. Listen, we have some bad news that I hate to relay onto all of you, but we hit 70%, which means that you guys are going to see me shave my face on live. So
go get those clippers.
2 minutes?
Let's get ready
2 minutes,
for it,
because now I got to get my fucking
get ready.
My second phone ready.
Yeah. All right. I don't know that we have enough foot customers watching for the 80% goal. What should the goal be for that? What are we going to do when we hit 80? Well, I don't know that we have enough people that would actually support enough to get the 80%
Guys, put this on your story if you can.
Please do. Yes. In fact, I'll do so right now. Let me do, where's that thing? Okay. Share live. Where the fuck is that thing? Everything is so goddamn confusing.
I don't have that option on mine. It never gave it to me.
Whack.
Here we go.
Oh, I lied. They finally added it. It's just not where somebody told me it would be.
Oh, sweet.
Here we go.
Let's get the clippers out. AG, you there? You said you were.
I am.
Thank you. Listen, we want some of the funny stylings of AG, so I'm gonna need you to keep the audience company. Okay. You want to do the lesbian slide while we wait, while we prepare?
Yeah. Wait, Jayden, you know I'm a barber, right?
What? You are?
Yeah.
I knew that. I did know that. But damn, it's been a long ass time since we talked about that. Wow. Yeah, you are a barber.
Someone asked what your crop top goal is.
Crop top?
Crop top
you see
goal?
Jayden in a crop top?
Are you saying you want to see me make a crop top? Is that what I'm hearing? Because I got some old shirts.
That's crazy.
If that's what I'm hearing. I want to be sure. All right. Let me know.
Let me know it's crazy.
Let me do this.
We can't all stop talking.
I'm concentrating on something. I'm sorry.
Wait, is Jayden grabbing clippers to shave his beard?
That's what I understand. Do you have someone in the guest box? AG, do you want me to bring them up?
Yeah, I don't think I have mod, so yeah.
I don't think they're an op.
Oh, I don't know.
Really quick. What was it? Pink Himalaya. Oh, they left immediately. Anyway, guys,
All right, everyone.
tap the screen, send your daily heart me's, share the live out, send it to your left or your right friends. I don't know why you have right friends, but do it.
All right, everyone, make sure that you're double tapping that screen. Send your daily heart me. Click Jayden's bio. Help out with the link over there for the GoFundMe for Librarian Amber, if you can reasonably do so. If you want to talk about the topic, explain why being a lesbian is wrong without using religion, feel free to request to come on up. But we are currently waiting for our wonderful host that just came back with hopefully a pair of clippers, because we reached that 70% goal and we get to see the beard go away.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I think I was making a bunch of noise. Yeah, I forgot my microphone wasn't plugged in. All right, well, let's turn this off. Camera, where's the damn thing? All right, let's do this. Le bathroom. Le raiseur. I don't know. I feel like we should have like the background up now so that people know what this is all about. Otherwise, it looks kind of weird if you guys just see me shaving. There we go.
I'm mad it's not with clippers.
No,
I'm mad
Take
it's
a
not
minute
with
to get through with the
clippers.
razor.
I was gonna say, do you have clippers?
There we go.
Okay, you got a T-blade too. Okay, cool. If you got a T-blade, you should use that.
Is that sound obnoxious for you? Because I can mute. You guys
Wait,
can-
what? Turn it on.
No, you're good. It's good too because it's a T-blade, so you'll want to use that as opposed to your razor first thing.
Why, thank you.
You want to get closer to it.
Thank you. All right, here goes.
I'm not gonna lie, there's something about a razor going through hair that is oddly satisfying. Or not a razor, a pair of clippers.
It is. It's very satisfying.
And this may be me being an asshole, but I'm actually surprised you're going to use a razor, Jayden. Most of my friends in the military that were BIPOC, specifically black men, wouldn't use a razor. They got waivers, so they didn't have to.
Oh, well, I'm not sensitive about that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
I like a fine cut.
All right, we want to see a half and half view. Don't do the whole thing.
Played with it.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a really good pair of clippers, though. That's getting nice and close.
Yeah.
You should have put some mutton chops on since you were cutting it all off, just to see what it looked like.
Yeah.
Oh, you could have done. What's your gold miners? Gummy Joe. You could have had mutton chops and done Gummy Joe.
No, absolutely not. Mutton chops are some.
Yeah, you could have done something for Uncle Muh too.
But look, mutton chops are for fucking 19th century ass forgettable presidents that nobody gives a shit about. I'm not that, so we're not doing that. Line that up. Okay. Y'all can talk. I don't know why it's so goddamn quiet.
Because
We're all just
I'm
staring in awe.
one, we're staring at you, and two, I was lighting a candle.
We're admiring.
Have you ever shaved or been shaven with a is it a straight razor, AG? The thing you
Yeah.
have tattooed on you? Yeah.
No, that
Yeah.
shit scares me. I've seen
Why would I
Sweeney
scare you?
Todd.
Sweeney Todd,
Yes.
I've
I'm
never cut
afraid something's
somebody.
gonna
the
happen.
demon barber on Fleet Street.
And I live in California where it's earthquake central. The moment somebody's doing that shit, I'm fucking dead. That's not going to happen.
Well, so here's the thing. I mean, so even if you had an earthquake, right? Like you shouldn't have like. And there's moments of movement, like men will move or start talking, or they'll sit up, and you have to be ready for like every kind of movement. The blade is also sideways always. It's at a tilted angle, so it's really easy to not cut you. It's not straight down. If anybody's holding a straight razor straight down, run for your life.
You see,
They are sweet. They are Sweeney Todd.
I'm
Yes.
listening to you. I'm listening to that, AG, but I'm still saying, fuck that noise. I don't want to get killed. Okay?
Yeah, I understand. Also, like to be honest, like with what you're like currently shaving with, it gets just as close. A straight razor is really for the experience, like with the hot towels and everything else. Like I always tell guys, I'm like, honestly, my shavers get closer.
I'm picking on you.
Would you like a little
And
Mexican?
yes, AG is a barber.
And some food, too?
I can't get my green screen to work, so I can't even show you guys my work.
Rip.
I was going to turn my camera on, and then I remembered I don't like how I look.
I
don't like how I look.
You're beautiful. Shut up.
It's okay. Everybody got a
Everybody
haircut
talking about the-
glitch, so I'm not turning on mine either. Because I got another week till my hair can grow out. So yeah.
No, I'm old. I don't like this.
Turn it on. Equal rights.
Fine. Shut up.
I absolutely love when Demi turns her camera on. I just
Me too.
I don't have. I need to get one of the clamps to the side of my desk so I have a better position for it. Right now, it's sitting on the top of a medicine jar.
mine. I have a little phone stand, but it only goes up like 6 inches, so it would be like way down here. So it's also on top of a melatonin container.
Well, I used to have a ring light that went up behind my monitor, but I kind of upgraded my setup here. Jayden, do you like computers?
I sure do.
Okay. Let me see if I can do this. There we go. Okay. I need to back up a little bit. That's my new monitor setup.
Holy goddamn!
Oh my god, I'm so
Jesus
jealous.
Christ.
I am extremely jealous.
For those of you who are just joining us and wondering what the fuck we're doing, we had a goal in the GoFundMe for Amber, which was reached, 70%, and I said I'd shave my face. We're going to up the stakes. We hit 80%. I'll shave my ass. I'm kidding.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Dude,
Yeah,
telling
so-
me you don't want to do this? Why does it have a freaking effect on it? Why does it have an effect on it? Hold on.
Go back to your, like, when you turn your camera on and click the one that it's
I did it, but it
lit
kept.
up.
I did, but it was showing that none of them. See, this is how. See that you wouldn't be cut.
Okay, wait. I know it is a straight razor, but is it a straight razor where you change the razor out, or is it the like steel?
Well, so those are typically illegal. Depends on the
Those
state
are
you live in.
illegal.
Yeah, they're typically illegal because they're unsanitary. But yeah, so like they changed to like disposable blades. I have one
Can't
of
you
those.
just use Barbicide?
Yeah, we talk about that, but it's still just not. I don't know. I don't really understand it. Between the leather too, like because you have to sharpen it with leather.
So that is the part right there, AG, is even though you put it in barbicide, you're not soaking your leather in barbicide. So when you resharpen it, not to mention they found that most barbers were forgetting to put it back in barbicide when they had a busy set of clientele. So they were doing 5 to 20 people before actually soaking it in barbicide. So they stopped
Oh yeah,
allowing
no,
them and
just
went to disposables.
See, like,
yeah, which makes a lot of sense because barbers are already so lazy already, like about cleaning their clippers. I can't even imagine a straight razor. Like that's so nasty to me that you have my skin on your skin.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
my mom's
gross.
a hairdresser of like 30 or 40 years. So I know a lot
That
of the
makes
ins and
sense.
outs.
Well, see, I'm
Totally
not
get
like
you.
licensed or anything, but because I've started doing me too, Jada. Because I because I've started doing nails, right? I had to learn a lot about it because I eventually want to go to college for it. So like I was when AG said that like
Woo-wee,
straight
gonna be
razors.
good.
That took so I didn't realize how far I had to back up from my desk to put both my monitors in frame.
I just want to say I'm pretty as fuck. I look fucking
Yeah.
good. Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
So when's the maid outfit with thigh highs? What?
I'm dead.
I was
I
thinking more of
thought
Catboy.
I thought I would like the beard, but I haven't seen you clean shaven, and I like you have a really good beard, so it's hard for me to pick. But I do like you clean shaven.
I will say you do look 19.
Thanks.
19.
Yes.
That's
You
a
look significantly younger.
I
I
would
was
say
going
Jayden
with
looks
a
my
young
age.
22, 25. I wouldn't go with
Yeah.
19.
Yeah, I would say my age, like 24, 25.
See, I don't think so.
But then again, I
That's
look
just me.
50, so
No, you don't.
yes, I do.
No, you don't. You look
Do you
like
see the
32.
do you see these bags? Actually, I just was actually talking with another VTuber. We started talking offline, and I was like, "Fuck it, how old do you think I am by my vernacular?" Because that's how most people go off my age. And they're like, 29. I was like, "Do you want to see a picture?" So I sent them one of my pictures. They go, "Okay, 32. I wasn't far off." I went, "Oh, I'm old."
Not really. Does it really count as being old if you don't look it?
Well, considering since I was 23 years old, I've had injuries that put me on par with a 70-year-old. Yes.
Well, yeah. Like, but I'm talking like really though.
Don't say things like that. Then they'll start making those dumb arguments of, well, if you look young, then you can date young. So if you're 60 and you look 20,
Mark, see, we're not talking about you right now. Leave me alone. Oh my god, AG. Have you seen that video of that dude? I think they're like thinning shears or something. It's like the ones with the wide tooths. And
Yep.
then it's like scissors. And he's just like going to town on the side of the dude's head and then he snips some of his ear off.
Oh my gosh. Those are all AI. I hate those.
No, this one's real. This is like
They
this
started
is
creating.
real.
They were creating AI ones on the basis of that. But also, yes, I know they are extremely satisfying. This is why I like watching it. Just like my entire Instagram. And this is my job. This is what I do for fun, y'all. And I make money.
I would love to do that job, but after my injuries, some would have a really fucked up haircut.
I think you'd be surprised because you can use both hands and you can stabilize yourself using their head. But I've never. I don't. I have
It's more I wanted to go into the salon styling, and I don't trust myself with scissors near the ears.
I understand that. I don't use
All
scissors
right.
near the ears if it makes you feel better.
That's fair.
I'm back. So, what do you think?
Absolutely stunning.
Did I
like
do a
it.
good job?
You did.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah,
see
you
the
did.
sideburns. Let's see if they're even. Okay, never mind. A terrible
Yeah,
thing.
just about. You know what's weird? I had a skin infection on my chin, and when I have my beard, I feel like it's more noticeable. But when I shave, it goes away. The scars. I can't explain it, but I don't know. It's
Your
interesting.
beard might be irritating your skin.
I feel like it draws more attention to it or something. I don't know.
I was going to say, have you been tested for eczema?
Hi. Hi, Void.
Let's see here.
I missed
what the fuck
you.
is this? Who is this?
It's me.
This
wanted
is
to
the
say
winner
hi.
of the Fantastic
Oh.
Scavenger Hunt.
Yeah,
Oh, that was a long ass time ago.
I
Hey,
still think
welcome.
about it.
Oh, well, welcome.
How
We're
is
not doing
everyone?
that today. I'm way too fucking tired, but we are doing debates and trying to raise some money. Okay. We need to up the ante, folks. What can we give these people if we hit 80%?
I'll shave my hair.
Will you really?
I mean,
No bullshitting, please.
I gotta think. I'll chop off like probably an inch.
No, you gotta go. You gotta go full fledged.
You gotta commit. I committed.
I'll do an inch.
Nah, fuck that. Nobody's gonna
An
pay
inch is
for
nothing.
And it should be a lot for real, y'all. I don't even know how short your hair. Let me see your hair. How short is your hair? Yeah.
that. Should I
Yeah, you'd
shave
have
my
to-
chest?
Yeah.
I was thinking that.
I haven't shaved my chest in like
Chest
4
action.
years.
I don't
know.
I just got my hair done. My hair was like, I'd say like to here, like to my chest. So
All right. Well, if you're not gonna cut your hair, I don't know what else
I
we
will
can
cut
offer.
my hair.
Like an inch. That doesn't really count.
I don't know.
Nobody notices that. People notice when I'm missing my beard. You know. They say, "Hey,
When
did
you
you
don't
shave?"
have-
Nobody says,
commit
"Hey,
to
did you lose a quarter of an inch off your hair?"
I'll commit to my septum piercing.
Get out of my life.
Do it yourself.
Go away.
Do not do that. We do not advocate for that here.
Yeah,
That's enough of that.
that.
It's up to steaks, folks. We don't have debates, but we've got steaks. Not those kind of steaks. We have vegans here. But we do have emotional stakes, things that are on the line here, okay? And with that, let's say 80% gets you a fully shaved chest from me. I have not shaved my chest since I was dating my ex, okay? I think it's about time.
I think we
it's time
should.
to do that.
I think we should up Jayden's stakes. At 80%, Jayden will wax their chest.
I don't have a goddamn waxing kit, Jimmy.
I do.
I've got fucking duct tape, and that shit's gonna leave permanent scarring. But I will shave my chest. How's that sound?
I like the
That's
waxing
really the only
better,
body
but
part
that's
TikTok
fair.
allows me to show.
I think
So-
Oh wait, you can't show your nipples.
Well, I can show
according
it.
to
That's the only body part that I can show.
I was gonna say you can leave all the hair around your nipples, and then we'll shave
Well,
everything
since I
else.
was born male and female, according to Trump, technically I can show like half my chest and shouldn't get in trouble. No.
Wait,
Yes,
like
just
that one
half.
queen, like that one queen who had like a wardrobe designed to like leave out her favorite boob.
I guess so.
Wait, that
We
was
can
a
do that.
thing?
Yeah. Hold up, I'll find her name.
I'm willing to
Hold on.
supply pasties. I have
That
those
works.
right over there. I don't need to have somebody have them supplied.
You got pasties too? My
Of
girlfriend
course.
loves pasties. Yeah. Well, my girlfriend loves them. I get them all the time.
I'm not very. I wear bras for like nice occasions, but typically I wear the. I either wear pasties or I wear. Oh my God, help me! It's a bra, but it's sticky. The sticky bras.
Her name is Agnes Sorel, by the way. I think I'm pronouncing that right.
I don't like the strap going across my back, so I use mostly the ones that just stick and then you clasp them together.
I don't have any goddamn idea, but the visual is interesting.
Behave.
What was the name of this person? Agnes? Oh, well, are you okay?
Agnes Crumplebottom?
No.
Agnes Skinner?
It's Sorel, Sorel.
A long cylindrical object stabbed me in the leg, okay?
I hope you're okay. What an
Void's eyebrow raise at that.
A long cylindrical object? How long are we talking?
Many
like
things.
6 to 8 inches or... Oh, I see. You got to be way more specific when you word things like that on my
No,
live.
I did it on purpose. I really don't have to.
Yes. Yes, you do. I don't think I like
At least I didn't say it was long and sandpapery.
Then I'd have concerns for you. But
wait,
yes, at least you didn't say that.
Do none of you know that song?
No.
Okay, it's by the same person that did the shoes meme. The shoes.
Shoes. No.
Yes, it's by the same person that did that.
Oh, okay.
Basically, they say they're going to F you with something long and sandpapery.
Jesus Christ, the fuck are you listening to?
I went to a lot of raves when I was younger.
So I hear. Some scary ass raves. Let's see.
Well, they were in the middle of
they
were in the middle of the Phoenix Desert.
Where did AG go?
Oh, she's still here?
Yeah, she just joined.
Busy?
I think she
AG
said
they're done with my shit. AG left.
Yeah.
I got yapped.
They were tired of hearing you getting poked in the leg with stuff.
No, I went to go watch another live. I didn't realize he would kick me off this live if I was on my main.
Oh, well, who were you watching, AG?
I was seeing he was live.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was so boring.
I use my browser for that.
No, we don't want to keep you here. You're welcome to be wherever you like.
No.
Who's eating up my views right now?
Once I got edit up.
The only one I have live is Hector.
God fucking damn it.
Santana's live.
Would you want to do a restart, possibly?
I guess. Would it get people on in here? That's
really a question.
AG, you have Santana live? They're not live for me.
They are. Yeah. They're live with Peaches.
They must have a backup account I don't
they're
have
live
added
on
yet.
Main.
I think it's Santana Speaks For You.
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah, this is their backup. It's Santana Speaks For You. That's his backup.
I have it. I have it, but for some reason my TikTok on my computer it did the fold thing, and it usually shows me all the lives ones and then everybody else, but it buried Santana. Wow, talk about suppression. That's fucked up.
You're telling me. Well, it's good to see.
I was going to say it's not pushing you out either, Jayden, because you're 53 down on my list, and I'm sitting in your live.
I will say my live today was low. Like I barely got any ops today, and I've been doing pretty good on the algorithm. I think today, honestly, maybe just has bad views. Even like Santana's on the low end, and kind of everybody else I'm watching is on the lower end.
Cool to see Hector's got more, though. But should we hit a reset? Would that do the trick?
Yeah,
probably should do so, and I am going to call it a night because I need to go cook dinner and take my puppy out. So, y'all,
we love the dog.
Support to a good cause. Make Jayden show their feet. I believe it was 10 foot pictures for $100 towards the goal. That's $10 a pick. That is like half price, y'all.
That's generous.
Get to stepping. All right.
That's right.
I will talk to you all later. Have a good one. And
all right. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Demi.
Bye.
Always good to hear from you. Have a good night. I've been live for 2.5 goddamn hours, so I guess we should reset. Both of y'all feeling it? Y'all want to come back?
I will.
Nothing against you if you don't.
I think I'll call tonight. I'm probably gonna go pass out.
All right. Well, you enjoy your sleep, AG. We're gonna have a little more fun here, see what we can get. But take care. Have a good night. Thanks for joining.
Appreciate you. Take it easy.
All right. Thank you. You too. We're going to hit a quick reset. Everybody take your asses right back here, please. Okay? And just fucking throttle it. Get it on the FYP. Spam the shit out of it. We're only at 36,000 likes. I've been off TikTok for days now. And this is what I come back to? It's like you guys didn't even want me. Fuck you. But really, do come back, okay? Fuck yous aside. We do need your support, your visibility, your efforts to go along the way, all right? So let's get that going. Let's see if we can get it up to 80%, and I will shave my chest. We get to 90%, you'll get my feet. Sound good? Sounds like a pretty damn good deal. These size 10 bad boys, soft as shit. Let's put that out there. You see how my face looks. Imagine the dogs. Now, y'all come right back. Let's get this going. See what we can do. We'll get it on going. All right.
Just want to know what happened, like why he left, what his reason is. Not that I want to give him another chance. I just want to know why the hell he walked out on me.
If he has a really good explanation, will you give him a second chance, or is it just strictly that you want to find out now?
Right now I'm leaning more towards no, because he could have reached out to me this past week, texted me if something serious happened. So it's going to have to be a really, really good excuse for me to give him another chance.
Maybe he was kidnapped and we're actually going to talk to the people holding him hostage right now. No?
That would be something.
Yeah.
Not even that would be a good excuse. That'd be something. Whoa. All right. I'm going to dial his phone number right now. Here we go.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Derek.
Yeah, this is Derek.
Hey, what's up, Derek? How are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
What?
This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
The hell's Jubal?
That is an excellent question,
That's
sir.
me. That's my name.
Yeah.
I host a radio show. It's called Brook and Jubal in the Morning. I'm assuming you've never heard of it.
No.
Okay. Well, the reason I'm calling you today is one of our listeners actually asked us to get a hold of you.
Okay. Why?
Because you recently went on a date with her and actually ended up ditching her without an explanation. So she was hoping maybe we could get you on the phone and find out why you left.
You obviously know who we're talking about.
We're talking about Hannah.